shit. I mean, look at that motherfucker.
That is crisp.
It looks so much better. It looks so
good.
much better.
It does look crisp, man, but you've been doing your thing, man. You know, I'm proud of you, young man.
I feel bad. As soon as I seen it, I was like, and then I read it. I said, fuck him.
We're gonna have to get into it. We're gonna have to get into it. Let's get into it because I got my own little thing about that. Go ahead.
All right, Andrew Tate was detained in Romania over rape and human trafficking case.
Right.
So they came and got my man.
I got a question.
Go for it.
Why y'all got BBC right now?
Big black cock.
Yeah, no. The story.
This broadcasting channel.
Broadcasting channel.
No, check this out. Like 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
What I thought.
Hey, let me say this. I used to think the same shit.
That's some ironic shit, bro.
I was like, they got a channel called Big Black Cock.
I tell y'all what, man. Y'all check out some shows on BBC, man. Y'all be
real shit.
Greatly.
They got some dope shit
on BBC.
They got some dope shit on there.
Dope ass shit.
Dang, that just let me know all y'all watch porn.
Where I'm learning all these new moves from.
Okay, let's get serious.
No, we gotta put that shit in there, man. Because like 2 or 3 weeks ago, some woman was like, "Hey, you got to take down this shit about R. Kelly. You know, this is all bullshit." Like, no, hold on, wait, no. We just talking about some shit that was in the news. I don't give a fuck about R. Kelly.
We ain't got to take down shit
right,
unless it's a motherfucking unless we, you know, actually speaking some slanderous, blasphemous shit or some lie, bitch. I'm trying to be better. We ain't got to take nothing down.
No, I told that person. I said, "Look,
thank you for watching. Appreciate you.
Whatever you like."
Yeah.
Right.
You know, allegedly.
Like, thank
you for the view.
But thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you.
Exactly.
Thank you for the view.
Please come
back. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, come back and complain again, and hit that like button again.
So you know,
it's your man up.
Well, no, not really. Listen, I dug some of the shit that the man said. At the same time, you know, I find it ironic, even though I kind of think it was some bullshit. But he also made a comment one time, and I tried to find the whole clip, which led me to believe I found the whole clip. And he was like, you know, let's be honest, you know, black people commit the majority of crimes in the United States. And I'm like, nigga, you live in Romania. You was raised in the UK. And I just find it ironic that this cat is trapped up in the R. Kelly type situation where he's being accused of human trafficking. They said that, you know, he had women all up in the studio. And, you know, I guess it was a ring. It was him. It was his brother, Tristan, allegedly. It was a female cop, an ex-female Romanian cop. And it was 2 other people. The thing about the story that I don't get, because, again, all this shit is allegedly, but he's been charged. The thing that I don't kind of understand is the way they found the location. One of the girls was American, and apparently, when he took her captive, she transmitted the coordinates or the location of where she was being held to her boyfriend, who then called the fucking embassy. Then they found this motherfucker because of a pizza box in one of his videos when he was responding to this 18-year-old annoying ass blogger chick who was mad about the emissions from his vehicles. I got 31 calls and I'll be glad to send you a list of them and explain all the emissions while you sit there and look ugly in the code and all this shit. It was funny when you actually see who it was. But, an American woman gets caught in Romania by being held with him, and the way she gets out of it is sending her boyfriend the fucking coordinates. It sound a little bit unrealistic, man. It sounds fucking unrealistic.
The way they took him down, man, it looked like this wasn't no overnight situation. You know,
right.
You going after somebody for human trafficking charges, that's a game changer, because that's what they start doing out here now with out in Vegas. With they're not charging these pimps with pimping and pandering,
right?
Human trafficking. You know, so
the
game done changed, you know.
But
what's up?
Go ahead.
Was this bitch fucking Liam Neeson or something? I mean, this is like some Taken shit.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
was just about to say that.
This is the storyline from a fucking movie. It don't. And the dude. Listen, let me say this. Go ahead. Let me look. Go ahead, Mr. Kobe.
No, but you got to think about if you paid attention to how he's been moving. You know, he goes by the name of Top G. You know, top gangster. And he said he rubbing elbows with all these knuckleheads over there in Romania. They get down over there. You know, human trafficking and smuggling, all that shit.
Absolutely.
That's the move over there. And that he's tied in. You know, he's connected to that underground scene.
Allegedly.
So he's just, allegedly. They may just want to take him down because he's the mouthpiece right now. You know, because all he do is floss, you know, and everybody, they want to know, like, dude, how are you getting your money? And he talk about
absolutely
casinos.
Feasible. Yeah.
They talk about all kind of shit. So they want to go, you know, take his ass down, kind of like that YSL shit. You know, they want to go after the head.
Like pussy ain't putting this dude in a Bugatti though. I mean, like there's
we don't know how we don't know
human trafficking, bro.
I need to figure out how to use mine
over there, man. Different rules over there. We don't know how they really get down over in Romania. We cats get busy.
But
you better get on them vice shows and
tell
shit.
You right now, man, some Caucasus Mountain pussy ain't gonna put nobody in a Bugatti.
Cuddy, hold on, Cuddy. Let me
that
say this.
That could just be one entity, man. That could be the front.
Let me say this.
Let me say this. Casinos.
What's the currency exchange rate over there?
Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Y'all know y'all got a lot of these. Y'all know y'all got a lot of these IG models that get caught. That's been caught going over. Just let's think about this. That's been caught going over to places like Dubai and other places in the Middle East, and letting these Sikhs and shit on them and make them eat shit.
Right.
200,000 easy, 500,000. So for these cats, it's like, why give her the motherfucking money? I could just give it to the dude. So what Mr. Coble is saying is completely feasible. The shit don't sound right, man. Because like somebody, I'm gonna pass it right to you. People been saying like, yo, they needed a pizza box to find him. This motherfucker been in and out of the United States doing interviews. He's been in Florida on the Fresh and Fit podcast. He was on the other one, the catch that interviewed the one crazy ass football player. He ain't hard to find. He make himself accessible. But go ahead, Drizzy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's some interesting points and facts that was in the story. Like they said that him and his brother allegedly used what they call the loverboy method. So they're drawing these women in like their love interests, like they're going to date them on a serious level, and then they're introducing them to other figures to shoot these videos that they're getting paid off of. So they're doing internet porn basically, and it sounds like they kind of like I don't want to say entrapping them, but like seducing them into thinking there's going to be something bigger involved, and they're like, yeah, just do this, just do that, just do this film real quick. You know, we're gonna all make some money, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I mean, that area in the region of the world, I have never been there, so I can't speak from experience. But a lot of the movies that have come out in the last, I'd say, 15 years, like Hostel, for example, there's a lot that goes on there that it's a different world. It's a totally different world.
What he's doing, what him and his brother was doing, was like a new version of Girls Gone Wild. But 2.0, you know, getting these girls like, yeah, I can make you famous. Come roll with me. You see look at my views. Look at my followers. You know, these girls and these kids, they follow this dude. You know, that's why he got banned off of YouTube, banned off of TikTok. You know, Twitter. Elon just put him back on. So yeah, he's been doing this thing. He got a following, and these girls will do whatever. Yeah, you gonna fly me out? That's the new shit. You don't fly me out. I got you. But you gonna work for it.
At what point do we hold these silly ass broads accountable for you gonna fly me out? Like you like bitch, you star-studded over a motherfucking plane ticket.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying? Because you getting to go somewhere, get fucked, and get sent back home with with herpes and shit.
Did you see what Kodak Black just did with that chick? He flew her out, and she was like, "Can't you order me some pussy?" Yeah, and he was like, she was saying I was hungry. He was like, there's some leftovers in the fridge.
Right on.
And she got upset. He was like, bitch, you can leave.
Bro,
I'll fly you out. There's some leftover ribs. There's some leftover ribs in the fridge. Have at it.
It's like that future shit, bro.
I bullshit you not, man. Y'all get bored,
Damn.
go pull that shit up, man. Kodak was on some 100 shit with that broad, man. He said it's some leftovers.
You want something to eat?
You ain't gonna take me out. He was like, I already flew you out.
You want something to eat? You know, yak got some rib in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some rib.
It's like that future shit. I'm good, love, enjoy.
Now, he couldn't have flew me nowhere.
You ain't full off them Southwest snacks.
Hey, listen. You know what? I've heard motherfuckers say real quick, fame is the new drug. And it is amazing how not just women, we ain't gonna put it on them, but it's mostly
not at all.
Yeah, because I'm like, man, it's getting fucked too in the ass.
Yeah,
all day.
Okay.
Panda.
Let me finish this
for that PSA.
Hey, Cuddy,
Shout out Orlando Brown. Shout out Orlando Brown.
Did you see the concern in her eyes? Stop that, man. That's not nice. That's not nice, man.
But I'm just saying,
allegedly.
People are generally passing up good motherfuckers because a motherfucker got a little bit of status. The fact that Laura London got a baby by Wheezy.
Hey.
I mean, you like what you like, but you know what I'm saying? These are people that you know who the fuck they are. So listen, I'm not saying that it's above the motherfucker to do it. Because when you listen to him talk, I'm like, come on, guy. Like, I'm talk Jay, you know, and you got to do this and the bitch and all. You like, nigga, shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga. Come on, nigga. Yeah, my dad, he was a chess master, but he was broke. He was a bad motherfucker. You know? And I'm like, okay, so you let me tell you something. My son was a pro TIE fighter. He holds belts in Northern and Southern California, top belts. He got WBC amateur belt. Won all of his pro fights over in Thailand. I saw him fight over there. And he'll tell you, ain't no motherfucking money in that. You're doing it for the love of it. So where, like, it's not my business to be in another man's pocket. But when you saying, I've got 33, me and my brother have 33 sports cars, my big Gotti. Okay, now it's like, okay, where in the fuck you get that kind of money when that's a $2.5 to $3 million car? I could be short on
you asking those questions, and so is there. You know, the police on that side, because he said he got a little something going on over in Romania, saying he got those boys in his pocket. Yeah, and I think that lit a fire up under their ass. Like, oh, word,
you okay? You know? He did say that. He did say that. He did say
when you're doing what I'm doing, you got to have those boys with you.
Well, he talking
about the other side of the fight. That's the other side of the fight game.
It's like, you don't do that. Even if you are doing it, man, you keep your fucking mouth shut.
And that's the thing. He did you right, because I was listening to him one time. I think he was talking about, you know, getting pulled over. He said, you do feel the racial thing, but you know, you slide over a couple daughters. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, that's more than they get paid in a month. You like, nigga, you talk too much. You ain't from the yo nigga. You know what I'm saying? Accent. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all try. You got to be animated on here.
He got that joker down, because that's why I can't listen to him for more than a minute and a half.
Suck my blood, Awena.
Yeah, suck my blood, Awena. Suck my Awena, bro.
It goes in and out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if he's putting on, because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Yo. That's another thing I was thinking, Driz, and I'm glad you said that shit.
It's like
I was listening to him like, nigga, you sound like you from Boston. You know what I mean?
When he talking to a girl, that shit go away a little bit. You know, when he trying to get on his when he get on his high horse. I know that accent comes out, but when he's talking to a chick, hey man, he's shooting that shit.
Did you ever see Marlon Wayans when he said, Idris my nigga? He said, but Idris don't be using. They just don't even talk with that accent. He sound like you from Brooklyn until he's shooting at a woman. Then all that shit come out.
Take up for my baby. Let me take up for my boo. Okay. He had to learn this language. Okay. He clearly told y'all he had to learn it. Don't come for my baby. Okay.
You've been on this since string.
Okay.
Hey, you guys know I got to go down this rabbit hole. All right. So
do it, please.
Go ahead, man.
With Andrew Tate being at the forefront of a lot of controversial topics, do you think this is the next level of cancel culture, where first they deplatform them and then they try to embarrass somebody? I mean, we see the large entities do this with a lot of entertainers, a lot of high profile people, and it just seems to be playing the same fucking blueprint.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm with you on that to an extent. There is things he's done to incriminate himself.
Yeah.
Statements about rape in specific, and I'm gonna leave that to them to bring all that up. But I'm gonna say there's a quote. My mother, she puts quotes on her refrigerator, like wise quote. And one of the quotes is, "Whom the gods destroy, they first make mad. They will make you look crazy first, and then they take away everything piece by piece to make you really, really emulate that. What they say you are." Crazy.
Didn't Dick Gregory talk about that?
Dick Gregory is the man.
Didn't Dick break down how? Yeah, didn't he break down how they don't outright kill motherfuckers anymore? It's like they try and ruin you and make you just detestable to the people, so then they can get you out of there. I think that could be a thing, because you look at Kanye, he spoke about one group of people. Not saying he was right. I'm just speaking in terms of the conversation and context. The banks was like, we ain't fucking with him. All his business partners, and they still. All of these hate groups out here, you had motherfuckers in khakis talking about he will not replace us shit and Dockers. And you know what I'm saying? They talking about that's the biggest motherfucking anti-Semitic. Same with Kyrie Irving. So yeah, it's feasible to believe that. And again, for me, you telling me that Brittany Reiner sent some super spy bitch to get caught up in his crib and then send the coordinates back to her boyfriend. And then they called the embassy and then they found him on a pizza box. But I mean, when you bring certain kind of attention, it's kind of like, man, you run your mouth too much. You know, so I mean, I just, after he said, let's be honest, like, nigga, you have black. And then you say, well, let's be honest, the majority of crimes in the United States are committed by black people. I'm like, well, nigga, I guess maybe you did it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just throw one hole in that whole fucking bullshit cover story. Is that I used to work for the Department of State for the embassy, and they told us to find our own way home if shit got fucking rough. So, you know, for them to say we're coming out to fucking get you, like, they leave their own people behind. And they did it. ISIS took our base, they left every fucking body behind. So, you know, like, you know, for them to say that they did this rescue mission to get this bitch, like, I don't believe it. I really don't.
Man, and I'm with you.
I feel like I'm with
that's it. But look, they said R. Kelly had 27 bitches shackled up in his studio, and they got there, and it wasn't even nothing in the fucking refrigerator. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, so
wasn't no leftovers.
No leftovers.
Wasn't no women. Wasn't no leftovers.
House, man. Get those leftovers, man.
Gotta find that clip. No Popeyes. Right. I went in the kitchen. It was just 6 bitches in there doing hair.
They were emaciated.
Okay, man. Let's move, man. Let's move. We've been on Andrew Tate way too long, man. Dude ain't that serious. He ain't that serious.
I am good.
That is funny.
Any predictions?
What's that?
Go get them leftovers.
Call me now for your free reading.
Right. I'm just watching that shit.
How much bread is he willing to break?
What's gonna happen?
In the future,
he gonna spend.
Bullshit gonna happen in the future. Call me now for your free reading.
Oh my God.
Awful. Hey, we should start with that. We should make a fake Miss Kiki psychic video and use it as a fake commercial, yo. For
there
real.
Will be a lot of fucking in year 2023.
Yeah. Put a little head wrap on, a little Music Soul Child head wrap.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
First some incense.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey. Money bragged about all the bread he and his brother got, because his brother caught up in the shit too. So
that part.
Let's see how much they would, because you know them governments, like he's saying, they take the money. So
depends on
isn't that what everybody does on Instagram? I mean, that's like, if you're Instagram famous, you just brag about how much fucking cash you got, and you know, of course, it's all not.
It's cap.
You know, it's cap. I feel old saying that.
That's
shit.
That me too. It's cap.
It's all cap, nigga.
So when you talk about how you getting over by, you know, getting ill-gotten gains,
yeah,
you're gonna have them boys on your ass, man.
Right.
I mean, he did it to himself saying that shit. You know, talk about I got these dudes right where I want them. You know, they in my back pocket. I can move how I want to move over there. I can't move like that in the States. I just come over here and play, but over there, that's where I make my bread. Yeah, the cops, you know, their antennas is up over there. Like, shit, now we got you. Human trafficking. Who put those charges on folks like that without having something?
I mean, they do. They fucking do it all the time.
They did it.
I get it. And they did it. And they did it
all the time.
Look at the walk.
They proved 19.
They put his ass on Front Street. Like, make sure you get his good side. You saw
Michael Jackson, he ain't touched them kids.
Right. The kids came and recanted the stories.
They said no, he did not. Their parents put them up to that shit.
Yeah, I get that, but my man somewhat had this shit coming. You keep throwing rocks. With that old saying, you keep throwing rocks at the jailhouse, man. Keep playing if you want to, and that's what he.
My man, like Rick Ross, accusations.
Hey, we touched on this. What's up? We touched on this real lightly, but when it comes to like these Instagram models, they're dealing in sex work. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and when they end up in situations like this, where sex workers end up, how is it Andrew Tate's fault?
Right.
It depends on if you're capturing people to do it without their will. That's when it becomes a problem. You know what I mean? But if it's them, like they got an OnlyFans and they're selling their pussy on their own, that's different. But if you capture that hoe and make her do things that in your mind, you probably like, shit, you already doing it, but now you can't pay. You fucking with her pockets.
You know,
let me say this.
I mean, the crazy part is it may not even be him or his brothers. It may be his team. He moves in a certain circle.
Let me say this.
You got to watch everybody. Once you start making that kind of money, you know, your man could get the whole team jammed up. So it may not even have been him.
Being a dickhead don't necessarily mean you need to go to prison. But my thing is this. Here's the other side of it. When he brought up the Instagram models, we see videos of women on the motherfucking phone. Like, let's just call it what it is. Women have really been completely fucking weaponized against men. Let's just call it what it is. We see it in the media every fucking day. You know, motherfuckers getting money, taking women. This cat standing back with the camera. She like, oh my God, he following me. He got a gun. He like, bitch, don't be telling him that shit. I ain't following you. I'm upstairs. She downstairs.
Yeah. That video.
I mean, what's to say? What's to say? How many? What is it? What's to say that these women agreed to some shit, and then he got these motherfuckers there, and then they wanted a little bit more, or he said, hey man, you better go get some ribs out the refrigerator. And they was like, oh, really? Okay, well, I told you it was going to be an 80-20 split. You talking about 50-50. I'm about to send these coordinates to my boyfriend and put this pizza box here. I mean, it's just, we don't know. I mean, but again, for a motherfucker
we don't know if that nigga was on some dirty shit.
And he could have been, because again, we can't explain the bread.
Yeah. But that ain't no motherfucking Bugatti. That's a Fiero with a body kit.
A Fiero.
Oh, yeah, when it just throws a kiss on.
You fucking around with our age now, man. Stop playing, man. I told you, man. Move on, man. Get off these damn
DeLorean,
man.
Yeah, man. Let's get off of them, man. I mean, it could be what it could be, man. But you know,
we'll see.
Allegedly.
They got him on a 30-day hold, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
And they can make any